Before we get into this, I need to make something abundantly clear. I am a moral relativist. I do believe in the use of violence. That being said, Charlie Kirk did nothing to deserve violence. That man only said things people didn't want to hear and exposed truths that they didn't want exposed. At worst, that is, you two put on boxing gloves, you got 3 minutes to sell your beef, and afterward, I don't want to hear crap about it. Levels of violence worthiness. Childish stuff. And I don't think Charlie Kirk is the kind of guy who would even devolve the situation into a need for that. With that aside, we found out that the senior dev at Sucker Punch is celebrating Charlie Kirk's death. This is, of course, Drew Harrison, the senior staff character texture and look dev artist at Sucker Punch Productions. It is real. I hope the shooter's name is Mario so that Luigi knows his bro got his back. Now, dear Marxist, let me explain something to you. Sit the fuck down. The United Healthcare CEO, if rule of law did its job, if the system did its job, would have been in prison. That man killed tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, and condemned hundreds of thousands more, if not millions, to abject misery through exploiting loopholes and using their considerable financial position to do legal terrorism and drag stuff out in courts. Yeah. Luigi Mangione, who likely didn't even do it, which is a whole nother discussion I'm not going to get into, Minecrafted, as we have to put it for the algorithm, basically a mass murderer who enjoyed getting rich while killing people, who was going to a shareholders meeting to discuss doing exactly that. Charlie Kirk said things you didn't like and exposed students that you were brainwashing to the truth. Do you understand the considerable difference between the two of them? Like, you're not going to win any brownie points with the center and the right by trying to unify these two positions and be like, whoa, you guys were okay with the healthcare CEO getting got. And it's like, yeah, but, he was like straight up an evil mass murderer who made people suffer. Charlie Kirk with a guy who talked to people. Difference. And see, this is where we get into relativism and proportionality. Again, I would have personally rather seen the system put the United Healthcare CEO behind bars, but that didn't happen. I've been told that Twitter has noticed me from across the room. Oh, woo. Some of y'all never heard of the critically acclaimed Mario Brothers franchise by Nintendo, and it shows. Okay, so 18 hours ago, they make this tweet. 12 hours ago, they're already starting to damage control. But everyone knows what you mean by Luigi because there's only one thing that involves that name. And it ain't Nintendo. Now, you better hope Nintendo doesn't decide to sue your ass for that. I don't think they could, but I mean, they're trying to, do that stuff with Power World lawsuit, and they're probably going to lose that too, so who knows? Maybe instead of emailing people's employers, y'all should be emailing your reps and demand gun control immediately. Nah, I'm more for recreational bipedal mechs and nuclear weapons. Actually, real talk, I don't trust my fellow man with nuclear weapons. That's actually one of the few things I think probably actually should be regulated because, let's be honest, it only takes one moron getting their hand on one of that, and that's just kind of a mass casualty kind of event. But, warships and up, I'm okay with. But, nukes, maybe that's a bit too far. And then flash forward 2 hours ago. Dang, I was asleep. What happened? 72 missed calls. I'm a millennial. My phone is on Do Not Disturb and I never answer it anyway, so whatever. Yo, you have 72 missed calls. Either someone found your number or you're about to be fired. By the time you see this video, there's a good chance that Drew Harrison will be fired. Now, if you want to help, do not harass the person. Email Sony about what they said. Say you will not be buying anything made by Sucker Punch. And express your opinion on it. Do try to be concise. Do try to be polite. You can throw in a tinge of emotion, but do not try to be overly emotional. And then just save your money and go buy something worth playing. Or touch grass, clean a park, read a book, watch TV, stream, goon. I mean, like anything but play Ghost of Yotei. And then when this studio gets massive layoffs, because if what Endymion said is true, they took the sequel that was in development, that Sony knew was in development, which was Assassin's Creed Brotherhood on steroids. They took that and then they transformed it into this woke bullshit. Don't feel sorry for them when they get fired. Don't feel sorry for the layoffs. They deserve it. Let me know what you think about this down in the comments. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.